Right, today we're gonna, with Valentine's Day, I thought it'd be quite nice to do something that the family can do, children can do. Have a look around the house. Everything that I've got, you can actually make up from different things. So what you're going to need is a bit of cardboard, whether it's a cardboard box that you've got lying around, and you're going to cut it into 3 squares. So I've got 3 squares that are literally same size. I've painted these 2 white, so you can get some white emulsion, white paint if you've got some. If not, then don't worry, just literally use a piece of paper. So it's no problem. I'm going to use card, but if you haven't got paint, or you know, you're looking for a white background, so we do need a white background, then just use paper. So with this piece of card here, I'm just going to literally draw myself a heart. So I'm going to draw a heart here. There we go. Now, if you fold it where the heart is here, it just makes it life a little bit easier to then cut around it. So get your scissors, and you're just going to go around here, and you're going to use both parts of this stencil. There we go. So we've got this, and we've got this one. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to get our square. We're going to put this heart on top, like so. Now I've got masking tape, and I'm just going to masking tape this to my side. Obviously, you know, arts and crafts, if you want to put, you know, cover your kitchen side, or if you've got a special area, then to do it there. Now, I've got red paint, but if you haven't got any red paint, then you can just colour in the heart with a pencil or whatever you want to do. I've got a household brush, and I'm just literally putting a bit of red paint in the middle, holding down my heart, so because I don't want it to go over, and I'm just literally, my paintbrush is a little bit wet, but that's okay, holding down the card like so, and painting my heart. Now I'm going to do 2 of these. As you can see on that one, it's just bled out there on the corner, which is fine because I'm just going to get a bit of kitchen roll. And that's because I didn't hold it down on there. And I'll just wipe that back off again. So let's get the next heart. Again, I'm going to put it underneath. Square it up. And now I know that it's seeping through that side. I'm just going to do another one. So it's because my brush was, I had too much water on my brush. I'm going to just take the excess off, a bit of kitchen roll. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of paint on my brush, and I'm just going to hold it down. And let's try, if we go this way, what happens. So I'm going down opposed to across. Let's see if that gives us a nicer heart. There we go. Still coming out in that corner. That's okay, because we're just going to try one more and I'm going to hold, I'm going to actually tape it down this time. Just to see. And this is a nice thing with art. It's just all a process of trying to see what works best. So we know that going down works best, so I'm going to go down and up on this side. I'm going to go from the bottom up. Now, let's see if that one works. Just take my tape off. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Now, I did do a bit of ones that I prepared earlier, just in case. So I'm just going to do one more. And hold it all down. And just go up and down. So it's really holding the stencil down quite firmly. There we go. Perfect. So there's our hearts. Now, I've got a baking tray here, because I know everyone's got a baking tray. And what we're going to do, we're going to put our hearts into our baking tray. And we're going to use the other part of the stencil. So the other part of the stencil, we're just going to put on top of our heart. We'll do one at a time. So we're just going to go on top of the heart here. Now, I've got some black paint in my sprayer. You can make your own sprayers. There's little bottles that you can rinse out and use, or household sprays. Just give them a rinse out, and they're really good fun, because then you can put a little bit of paint. If you haven't got any acrylics, or you haven't got no paint at home, then just have a look in your cupboards and all that kind of thing, and just see, you know, what kind of paint you've got hanging around. It's literally water with a little bit of paint in. Give it a really good shake. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to squirt. There we go. Squirt that one. Take him out the tray. And then again, we're going to get this one. We're going to put our heart onto the red that we've got, our stencil. And then, and just use whatever colour you've got at home. So I'm using black and red, but if you haven't got that, then just make up your own colours, it's fine. So here we have it. Now, what you need to do now is, let's move them over there. I've got some pebbles. Now, if you haven't got pebbles, all you have to do is, with your card that you've got, is just draw pebble shapes. You've got a pencil and colour them in grey. So have a look around when you're out having your exercise, and just see if there's any stones that you can see that you can use. But as I said, if not, just use a piece of card, cut it out and then colour it in. So we're going to do two different designs. The first one, I'm going to use these two pebbles. Now I've got some glue, but you can use PVA glue, whatever's around really. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back of my pebble. Glue's just gone a little bit goopy. Let's have a go. Just clear that one out. No. Doesn't want to, so what we'll do, that glue's dried up. Right, so let's use our PVA. So we're going to just put a little bit of PVA on our stone. There we go, I've got a little paintbrush here. I'm just going to put a little bit of PVA on this stone and a little bit on this one. Let's put that there for a minute. And we're going to stick him in the middle of the heart here. So there's one there. And then there's one next to it, like so. Now, I've got a white Posca pen. If you haven't got a white pen, then maybe you can use, I've used Tipp-Ex before, or you can use the white paint that you found earlier with a little paintbrush. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 little circles here, like so, and then 2 circles here, like so. And then in the middle of those circles, because I'm just going to give him some eyes, I'm just going to get my black pen and go in the middle. So we just need a black one just to go in the middle. He's still a little bit wet. Normally I'd wait for this to dry. Yeah, let's just wait for that one to dry for a second. I'll just put the white back on. Just wipe that off for a second. There we go. Put that one back. And we'll come back to that one in a second. And we'll get our other heart. 2 more pebbles. Now I've gone and got a twig from the garden. So I'm just going to pull off a bit of the twig. Let's have a look, let's have that bit there. And I'm going to just glue my paintbrush. I'm just going to glue this side of my twig. There we go. And I'm just going to stick him on here. It's a nice thing about PVA, obviously dry and clear. So we're going to put that one on there, and then we're going to get a bit more glue. We're going to put some glue on this side. We're going to put one here. And we're going to glue this side. I'm going to put one there. A little bit more glue on my twig. There we go. I'm going to put that one just down here. So I'm just going to move him a little bit there. And then we're going to get our white pen. And I'm going to put a little dot there. And a little dot there. We're going to let them dry for a second. Bring back these. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a... Now you are going to have time to let yours dry. If you haven't got any white, then just literally put a little black dot on them. You don't need the white. You can just put the black dot, because all you're doing is just creating the eyes. So we're just going to put the eyes over here. And we're going to give them a nice little smile. And then we're going to write on the bottom, thank you for being my rock. So that's a nice little gift for Valentine's Day or to someone that you love. And then this one we're going to put another black dot on his eye. So that's going to go here. Again, the white's not quite dry. So I'm just going to put the black dots on there now. And then I'm going to get a nice thin pen. If you haven't got, you can use a biro, whatever you want to use. And we're just going to do a little triangle coming out here. And turn him around. A little triangle coming out there. And then all of a sudden, we'll move up and down a little bit. Give him some legs. There we go. Some legs are down there. And then push the branch back up. And we have two birds. And the two pebbles. So, there we go. There's the two birds. And there's the two pebbles. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you.